Excuse me. Greetings, guys. Greetings, everybody. Para, you are early. It's like you were online before. Good evening, Lexi. How you doing? Greetings, darlings. It's been a while. It's been a while. I've been here. Who said I would come online today? I swear I was already on the point of, babe, I'm not going live today again. And my husband said, you will go live. You are going live. I said, I want to sleep. And he said, you will go live. I was supposed to come live yesterday. Oh, hi. Laziness is a disease. I just got tired. I just said, beg. Said, I beg. Amal, greetings, darling. I see your share. Thank you, and your like. Thank you so much, darling. I know Amal reached out to me and said, Oma, when are you coming live? I think it's been almost 2 weeks. I've not been live. Almost 2 weeks I've not been live. So here I am. This network want to be bad. Babe, I want to connect to your network. Please. Hey. Okay. Leave me, Joe. Hey. Oh, I really see anybody that I'm owing consultation, please pardon me. You see, today I did not, outside the fact that I went into my altar to venerate, you see, to do consultation, to talk to anybody, the flesh is willing, the spirit is not there. I see, I did not do anything today. So please, if I'm owing you consultation, I tried, but the spirit did not enter, so I just left it. If my spirit is not connecting so much for consultation, I leave it. If I'll go and tell you what I don't know. So please, tomorrow is going to be a better day. Okay? Know that I did not scam you. Did not scam you. It's the situation of the network. Okay, guys, please let's tap on our screen. Today's topic is going to be a very interesting one. Let's tap on our screen. Why is my hair standing? Para, so your Ogbanjes have told you now that me, I will come live. Okay, they don't hide anything again. Jewel, good evening, darling. Good evening. They have told you. You love my hair. Thank you. And my hair is already scattered though. My hair is scattered already. Me that is saying, see, one of my cowries came out. That's why you see that this one is empty. Greetings, Chini. I was the one that removed the cowries. Let me not lie, it did not come out. I was playing with it and I cut the rubber. Chini, how are you? Joel, thank you. It's only you that like my scutter hair. Oh my god. Guys, let's tap on our screen now so I can start. I want to thank those of you that have been occupying and engaging the YouTube. What happened to you, Chini? Ogini? Longest time, Nikki. I wish to say longest time, my darling. I want to appreciate those of you that have been engaging on my YouTube channel. It's been very beautiful to read from you. I want to say thank you. I love you. You see that my YouTube channel, they encourage me to always come live, because they are not like you people on this TikTok that you people will greetings official mistress really long time. They are not like you people. Somebody will make a post on TikTok, what is 300, 200 and something views, 2,000 and something views, 3 like, 1 comment. You people don't engage on people's post on TikTok. But you see, longest time, darling, you see, that's my YouTube. Those people are the real deal. Those people are kings and queens, and they do like that. They go there, they watch, they drop comments, they ask questions. Oh, anytime I go to YouTube like this, there's butterflies in my tummy. Because why? You will always see their comments. You will see either they are encouraging you, they are applauding you, they are thanking you, they are sharing. There are some particular set of people that for every time I make a post, I always see the link on their status, their WhatsApp status. Those people are always sharing the message. Like, I've not started my own yet too, but let me do the evangelism. Let others still learn. That's what they do. But some of you, even when you join the live, you will not tap, you will not share, you will not comment. Some of you are what? Outside followers. It is always outside. You will not enter inside the live. If you mistakenly enter, like that, like speed of light, you have gone out. If you hate me so much, why don't you block me? Why are you outside the live? If you know that you like me and you love what I talk about, what I do, enter the live and encourage me. Enter the life and encourage me. You see, this spiritual journey, it's not easy. Oh. Somebody asked me yesterday that, Alma, you not coming live? I said, I'm not coming live. That my TikTok families, they don't rate me. People don't rate me again. You people will just, good evening, Odera. You people will just come, see my content, because why? For in our mind, Oma, we always talk. People don't rate me. But you see, let me tell you something about spirit. There are days they will give you message that you are not listening. They will leave you to what? To bend your leg. You will suffer. Because there are only few of us on this space that are talking, saying the truth. Some of us, many of them are not saying, they are not truthful. Only few of us, very few that are being honest and truthful. But it's all right. We move. Okay, so today I will be talking about how religion has affected us as Africans. What religion is doing to us as Africans. That's what I want to talk about today. Religion and what? The African child. Religion and the what? African child. Oh, I can see my baby. Mel's Perfume. How are you doing, my love? Right? Digital Lily Bell. That reminds me, before I even continue the teaching. See, you see that's your altar. You have added the flag now. You have added the other things. Send me the complete altar now. Will I come and beg? You sent me half altar that time. I was waiting because of the circumstances that happened. You have sent me the complete altar now that you have arranged it, so that I can do my video. You know what's up. Thank you, my darling, my queen. Thank you. Okay, so I was saying, the thought from my nose ring has gone off. I want to say thank you, darling. I want to talk about religion and the African child. What religion has done and is still doing to the African child. Even the awakened ones, what religion is still doing to them. Now, we all know that in Africa, majority of what we were born into, most of us were born into religion. When I mean religion, I mean either you're a Christian, you are a Muslim. That's what we practice in Africa mostly. Either you're a Christian or you are a Muslim. A lot of us did not practice, we're not born into traditional home because our parents, as at that time, were already religious people. Now, a lot of us grew up having the mindset that our African spirituality is evil. Likewise, myself. Now, there are a lot of us that already have a perception of how religion works. Religion has eaten deep into our bloodstream that even while we are awakening, we still find ourselves holding on to a lot of religious belief because we grow up with it. Now, there are a lot of people that seem to be going through a lot of problem and don't understand that what their major problem is religion. You find out that you see educated folks, intelligent folks, because of religion, when they open their mouth to speak, you just shake your head and say, this one is in trouble. Religion has put a lot of great men and women on a spot. Now, when I mean religion is something that is bound to rules, a lot of rules and manual, right? Now, spirituality is a self-belief. You practice spirituality by yourself. Do you understand? That's why I said spirituality is a personal thing, but religion, it is a one shoe fits all. Now, a lot of us Africans have been stuck in one place because of religion. And now we don't know that our major problem is what religion. You all would believe me that the spiritual controls the physical. The spiritual controls the physical. And because of religion, a lot of people's spiritual part are suffering. So they tend to affect their physical part, because when you are religious, you will not be spiritual. The two, you cannot carry two baggage at once. It's either you are religious or you are a spiritual being. Now, a lot of African children have been carrying the baggage of religion that it has made them to stay in one place for years. For years. It happened to me as well, until I said enough is enough and I started doing self-questioning. Now, there are a lot of you that are listening to me that is still going through this problem. There are a lot of you that are still going through this issue. Until you unlearn certain things, you cannot have that breakthrough and that success you are looking for. Why? Because the spiritual controls the physical. If your spiritual is religious, there is no way there will be a physical manifestation. You can only have a positive spiritual part to have a positive physical part. If your spiritual part is religious, then you are going to have a lot of lags in the physical realm. Let me explain what I mean. There are a lot of us that we were born into religious home. Me, I am number one. Now, even though that I was born in my grandmother's shrine, over time, my mom that I live with, my parents I live with, we were Christians. So I never really practiced African spirituality because I was born in a Christian home, even though the place of my birth happened to be a traditional place. Now, there are things about a child or a human being that is very key to their existence. Number one, if you are a religious person, you will find out that a lot of times there is going to be physical struggle in your life. I always say this thing that as a human being here on earth, we did not come here for majority of the things we are doing. As a matter of fact, We were brainwashed with religion. We humans, Africans, we are spiritual beings. We are what? Spiritual beings. And nobody came to earth without a purpose. Nobody was just born for fun. We all came here for an assignment. There is nobody that came to earth that you say you just came here to have fun. It's a lie. We all here for an assignment, and because we are here for assignment, spirits were sent to what? Guide that our path here, because earth is not our place of origin. Earth is a place of assignment. Earth is a place of fulfillment. You come and carry out the assignment that was given to you. And when it's like a marketplace, just like I will always say, by the time you finish selling your goods, you will go home. If you don't sell your goods finish, the one that is remaining, you will carry it and go back to where you are coming from. Earth is not our final destination. Now, whenever we are coming to earth, spirits are assigned to us, because this earth is more spiritual than physical. This earth is more spiritual than physical. The earth is not a religious place, it's a spiritual place. But because of the way Africa was colonized and manipulated, a lot of us threw our spirituality away and picked up religion, and that is one of the biggest problem of Africa today. Now let me take you back some long years ago, in the time of our ancestors. There are many things that what we experience today that our parents never experienced, our great-grandparents never experienced. Why? Because they understood the assignment that this earth is a spiritual place, and they held on to their spirit forces that is going through the journey with them on earth. A lot of our great parents, our our lineage were spiritual people. Our great grandfather, our great grandmother, our great, they were not religious people. In the days of our forefathers, there are things that we are experiencing now, like bad government, all those things. All these things are evidence of faulty spiritual presence. In the days of our ancestors, we didn't have things like a bad government, because as the leader of the village, before you will be assigned, you take oath with deities. You take oath with deities, because that was what they used to regulate their system. They believe in spirituality. There was no religion. There was nothing like the Bible. There was nothing like the Quran. There was no book. What we had was for staff of authority of deities, spirits that is in charge of justice, fairness, wealth. Do you understand? So before somebody is going to rule the people, that person has to be taking oath with the goddess of justice. If you misbehave, the people will not even need to protest. The deity seized when you are unjust, and they will take your life. That's how fair and how strict the African part was. How clear, how straightforward our spirituality was. There was nothing like a woman is experiencing delayed labor, the person needs to do CS, the person needs to... There was nothing like that. There was nothing like autism. There was nothing like that. Why? Because by the time a woman is pregnant, this woman goes to a traditional home, and herbs and roots are given to her that she takes and makes her. All these things like measles, all those things were not there. And before 10 minutes, even when the woman is in labor, they give birth on the bare floor. And before you know, the woman has put to bed. There are no complications. If the child is breached, you see there are people that massage. We had our own level. That was spiritual practice. That was pure spirituality. When a child is born, they go and check what is the essence of this child, who came back. They try to direct you to the path at which you came to earth for. Align you with the spirit that you came to earth with. But religion has messed a lot of Africans because a lot of things that are supposed to guide you through your earthly journey has been swept under the carpet. Now, today, you see a lot of men. In those days, let me tell you, in the days of our ancestors, women were getting married at 18, 17. Men were getting married at the age of 20-something. And that's why when most of us, we stand with our parents, you think we are siblings. There was nothing like PCOS. There was nothing like, this woman not get egg again. They didn't even know all those things because the way our spirituality program us as women, we will give birth early and start living our life, raising our children. But because of what? Religion now, you see a lot of women. They want to what? They want to wait. They want to wait. Some of them, you see them at 60, at 45. I see them online and I feel very pain. You see people 52, no child. No, they are still looking for children. Now, these things never happened in the days of our forefathers. If you marry as a young woman and you have infertility issues, which we don't always have because we eat clean, we didn't used to eat a lot of... See, religion has messed us a lot in Africa. Religion has messed our whole system and is beginning to affect even our children yet unborn. And that is why it looks like our forefathers, our deities are awakening everybody at the same time. You see, that's why I always say, you see that trumpet that they say, it will sound, they will blow the trumpet and people will not know, people will not hear. Is this awakening that we are talking about today? Awakening is that trumpet that they say what? People will not hear. You will be standing with one person, that person doesn't believe in what you believe. Because why? People are beginning to understand that this life is more spiritual than what? Physical. This life is more spiritual than religion. I remember when I used to be a Christian, most of the things that I was writing as prayer points were already assigned to me, but I was asking in a wrong pattern. I was asking in a wrong form. And that is why you see me on my water here. I was a product of NSPPD. NSPPD started during COVID. That was when NSPPD started. NSPPD started during COVID. You see me here. That's why sometimes when I look at you NSPPDians, I just shake my head because you know why? You people need to wake up. You people need to what? Wake up. I remember then when I used to attend NSPPD. If I'm driving in the car, when I'm going to drop my daughter in the school, it's NSPPD early morning. That's 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. It was 7 a.m. I will be playing it loud in my car. I will come back. I had biscuits. It's cabin biscuits and what? And black currant. I used to do their Holy Communion. I would wake up like this. I will cry. 12 o'clock midnight, 12:01. You see that prayer time? I don't miss it. I will pray. I will sing praises. I will be rolling on the floor. I will pray till 3, 4. I had prayer rain from Mountain of Fire. I had the back cover prayer rain. But let me tell you something I noticed. For as long as I did those prayers, hey God, see, I did not get those answers I was looking for. You see, now I practice spirituality. I don't even pray and scream and shout the way I did when I was a religious person. Now, when I'm practicing spirituality, I fast to get clarity. I don't fast to get answers. I don't fast to get results. I just fast to get clarity on certain things. But when I was a religious person, I fast because I want to get answers. Now, answers come to me naturally. Because why? I have aligned with the spirit that followed me for my earthly journey. There are a lot of you that you seem not to align with the spirit. It's just like, let me tell you, you are going to a strange land and you don't have an idea of how the location of that place is. Most of us will use Google Map will take us to that place where we are going to. You see that your spirit guide is your Google Map on earth, because you cannot navigate through the journey of earth without the spirit that you came with. Most of us are going through, thank you so much, darling. Most of us are going through our earthly journeys with the spiritual with the religious mindset. I remember when I used to be a member of Living Faith Church, Winners. See, I was suffering. I was that lady that was smiling and suffering. There was no day I wasn't going to bed crying. There was no day I wasn't going to bed crying. I lost myself. From there, I was only, and I even became a children teacher, because I felt like there was, see, let me tell you something. If you are a spiritual being called, thank you so much, darling. If you are a spiritual being that is called to rule, you will always be attached to what? You will always be attached to things of, you will be drawn to spiritual things, or you don't know how. Do you understand? Now, I'm just remembering my days as a Christian, and I don't know how I got to that stage. Now, let me tell you something. There are a lot of you listening to me today. There are a lot of you listening to me today. If I want to tell you, my 35 years of living on earth, I was a Christian. And I can tell you that in my 35 years of living on earth, I did not achieve what I have achieved in almost 2 years of going to practice African spirituality. For every year, I was writing the same prayer points that never came true. Every year, I was sowing first fruits. You see me, first fruits, I always sowed it. I know they miss some. Yes, I was that religious. I was that person that can empty my bank account and put on the altar because I am believing on something. I am that person. And some of you are still like that. You are listening to me today. A lot of times, some of you, the reason why you are still where you are, see, the year is almost ending. The year is almost ending. You see, let me tell you people something that I have got to understand. A lot of us that came back to our roots, you see how bad they say Nigeria economy is. A lot of us that came back to our roots, that are genuinely practicing spirituality, not because of what spirituality wants to give you, not because they tell you that water people gives money, not because they tell you that you awakened yourself. It was a self-realization, right? It was what you wanted. Nobody introduced you into African spirituality, and you practice it genuinely. If you are in Nigeria, I can bet you that you see this Nigeria economy has nothing on you. If you do business, the spirit will make sure that you progress. Whatever you lay your hand on, you will notice that you are better than the religious people. Unless you are not saying the truth. Some of you that have gone back to African spirituality, genuinely, not the ones that they dupe, that practice African spirituality and you met a fake dibia or a fake priestess, the one that went back and got it right, you will agree with me that your life has transformed way better than the way you were when you were a religious person. I remember when I was a religious person as an African child, money didn't used to meet money in my hand. Money didn't used to meet money in my hand. I had a lot of businesses. I worked hard. I worked hard to get the little I get. It's the case of a lot of you today. And why? It's because you are going against that destiny that was assigned to you. If you are not practicing, if you are not aligning to the spirit that you came to earth with, understanding your purpose is going to be very difficult. Because most of the messages that you get through your dreams, you will tell them to your religious leaders and they will be wrongly interpreted for you, and you will be missing the mark. You will be missing that line. Now, a lot of us tend to be going against our original destiny. There is no way that you are going to somewhere and you put the address on a Google map and Google is saying go forward, you are turning and you are going back. You can never get to your destination. You will waste your fuel, you will waste your time, and you will waste your resources. That's how it is in a spiritual journey, in your earthly journey, when you are going against the spirit that came with you to earth for assignment. There are a lot of us that it's not that we don't understand that something is wrong. A lot of us, including my mother, is suffering what I'm saying today. Some of you can relate with me and know that your life was perfect or your parents' life was good when your grandmother or grandfather was alive. Your life was more arranged and positioned when your grandparents were alive. Because some of us, our parents, our grandparents were spiritual people and not religious people. And most of them were paying the price for what? Their children, their direct children and their grandchildren. Most of us enjoy the benefit of the sacrifice of our great-grandparents and our grandparents. Something I got to understand, somebody was asking me a question some days back, and the person said, Oma, I genuinely believe that you are called, but I have a question. Now, in this my question, I go to church and I have seen miracles happen right before me. I have experienced miracles without what? Paying anything or doing anything. Are you saying that there's no miracle in church? Let me tell you something. There's the way the spirit works. Just like I will always say, there is nobody, there is no one soul that is sent to earth for everybody. No. You see the way religion makes us to believe that there is Holy Ghost, that Jesus Christ was sent to sacrifice his life for everybody on earth, is a fat lie. There is no one soul that is called for what? Everybody. They have individuals that are sent for different people. That's why you have a lot of chosen ones. Now, you can be a Christian, but your pastor is a chosen one. That's why you see that they have a lot of churches, a lot of imams. We have chosen ones, just like Jesus Christ was a chosen one. Now, the agreement for chosen ones is that if you are a healer, whether you have aligned with the spirit or not, is a gift, you will heal. So even if you are a chosen one and you were sent to heal, if you open church, when you hold the mic, the spirit and the gift of healing will manifest through you because you were chosen to do that assignment. Irrespective of whether you have settled any spirit that you came with, it is already a follow-come agreement for the chosen one that is sent to heal. It is also, there are chosen ones that are sent to what? For fertility. People that are looking for the fruit of the womb. If they come in contact with such people, whether they are in church or anything, if they pray for you, you will conceive, because that is the assignment that they were given on earth. So irrespective of this ever path they find their self, they will find it what? That gift manifests. So a pastor that is called as a chosen one opens a church, and this pastor has not done any of the aligned with the spirit that came with him or her, or a prophetess or a prophet. And if this person is a healer, the moment the person connects to the spirit, holds a mic, and see, most of all these songs, whether Christian, whether hip hop, music is a spiritual thing. Whether you are singing hip hop, whether you are singing Christian song, music is spiritual. It connects with the spirit. So whichever way the person is singing and the person is connecting, the gift of that person activates. That person can begin to what? Heal people in his churches without actually going anywhere, doing anything, because it's a follow come gift. Just like I will always say, you see, Pastor Jerry is a healer. He's a chosen one sent to heal. And that is why, even if he holds his crusade or holds his ministry, he would pray and people will get healing, because that is the part he was sent for. And that is why people connect to him, sick people looking for this, looking for that, looking for this, they get their healing, because that is his part. But let me tell you the disadvantage of it. Now, most of the people that genuinely do these things in the church way or in the Islamic way and don't connect to the spirit that follows them, they don't get evidence, success in their life. You will find out that they will open a ministry and people that connect to them will actually get healing, will get results, will get testimonies. But you see, they that practice and pass those healing, those gifts, they don't always have an evidence. They don't. And that is why you see churches of in those days, when we were younger, you see pastors pastors that were genuinely doing miracles, and they were not what? They were not rich. They were struggling. You will see pastors that their churches are healing things, prophecies are happening in the church, but you see the man is struggling. Because why? The man is just using his gifts but not aligning to the spirit that he's using. Majority of the people you see in church, that's the problem I have with most religious people. They are hypocrites. Most of these people have what? Settled the spirit that will work with them in their earthly journey, and already using that gift for you without telling you the process they passed to attain that gift. Now, some of you that go to church, you just experience and enjoy the gift. Your pastor is praying for you, you are getting healing, he prays for you. There are some people that are called for what? Financial breakthrough. If such people pray for you and declare into your life, you will have financial breakthrough, because the spirit they work with will be released to give you financial breakthrough. Do you understand? Now, it is not in the church that gives you that result. That person is a chosen one. That is why you get that result. But for you that is a member of that a flock, that congregation that seem not to align, because why? That person is going through his or her earthly journey. You are not. You are only connected to that person. You have your own earthly journey, right? Now that person has started his earthly journey, but you, because you don't know how to be spiritual, you are just religious, you will find out that your own assignment will be stuck in one place. You will not be able to manifest it. That's why you see that the rate of poverty in churches is very high. A lot of people are not aligning to that part they sent them to do on earth because of religion. Now, I need you to understand that you cannot practice spirituality. You cannot practice pure spirituality without a blood sacrifice. And that is why even the Christians, the Christian religion, right? Know that what? For you to practice spirituality, blood sacrifice must be involved. And that's why they said Jesus Christ came to shed his blood so that you will be saved. Blood sacrifice is very important. Now, a lot of you are practicing so-called religion without sacrificing. When I say blood coming, I don't mean human blood though. I mean animal blood. That is why even in the Bible, when Abraham wanted to sacrifice Isaac, God later said, don't do that. There is an animal that is beside, use that. That will say blood sacrifice is key in practicing spirituality. A lot of you, are going to church from January 1st to December 31st, you have never sacrificed an animal to the spirit that follows you on earth. Now your religion makes you believe that it is what? It is a sin and it is an idol worship. Hey God, that is what is happening to a lot of you. You see, that thing that they call a sin is what is making you not to have financial breakthrough, is what is making you not to grow physically, is what is making you to be stuck in one place. It's what is making your mates to be better than you. That sacrifice you are refusing to do because of religion. Religion has made you to forfeit your father's land. Religion has made you not to go back home. The way you people are rejecting your villages because of religion. Imagine you give birth to a child and the child grows and suddenly somebody tells that child that you, the parent, you are the one behind the downfall of that child, and that child begins to relent you. I wonder how you will feel deep down in your emotions. For a church, a religion, to make you feel that your roots, where you came from, is evil. Some of you don't even want to hear anything about your lineage because one pastor has told you that your problem is coming from your father's land. What they are failing to tell you is that what? You are abandoning your roots. If you abandon your roots, there is no way you will stand. Have you ever seen a tree standing firm without having deep roots? That's the way a lot of you Africans are. You want to grow as a tall tree, but you don't want to have a fertile soil for you to grow good roots to keep you up. That's why you find out that when you grow, you will fall, because there is no good soil to supply you for you to grow, because you are going through your earthly journey without the spirit. The spirit is the nutrients. I remember how I used to give. See, when it comes to giving, I think I still have that mindset. And that's why when I want to offer sacrifice, I don't look back. Because I have this giving spirit even from the church. I can go to the church and empty my account and come back with just transport, because I'm believing God for something. And that's how I do too as a spiritual person. If I want something, I go, I sacrifice, and I get the result. There is no sacrifice I have made that I did not get a result. But I can tell you there are many seeds I sowed on the altar of what? Religion, that I never got result. I can remember. I am telling you this because I am living my life as an African spiritual child, stress-free. And it hurts me to see that what? A lot of my African brothers and sisters are struggling because they are holding on to religion. I was once like you. I was once like you until I started asking myself. See, let me tell you something. There are a lot of people that are succeeding today at the age of 20, 21, 22, 23. And they were my age mate as at then. One thing I did not know is that what? They were reaping the benefit of their lineage. Somebody has sacrificed. Somebody has offered deep sacrifice to cover that lineage. It's just like me now. You see my child, my grandchild, my great-grandchildren, they are going to enjoy the benefit of the sacrifice I am making now. You see those cows I carry to the water. You see those goats I give to my ancestors. You see those things, those sacrifices I offer. My lineage, because anytime I'm offering sacrifice, I always say, may this blessing go to the 7th generation after me. And because of that, even if, which I know that they're not fit, sir, because my lineage, even I've always said, people that are going to come from me, my lineage, they go do this African spirituality. As a matter of fact, we are shutting down anything religion in our lineage. Somebody like me now, my daughter, I don't think that my daughter is going to struggle. Why? Because at her early age, I have started sacrificing. I have started aligning her to the spirit that what came with her to make her destiny correct. Majority of us, the reason why we are still religious people are because of our parents. Something I got to understand is that the African child holds a lot of loyalty and respect to their parents and lose their self in the process. You will find an adult that is in his 40s, a lady that is in her 40s. The reason they told her that she has a calling, they told her that she's supposed to be this. The only reason why she's still going to church is because of her mother. The reason why most of these prophetess, people that call themselves, people that are supposed to be priestess, in Africa, there is nothing our language is that you are a priestess. You see that religious mindset that people carry into spirituality. I'm a prophetess. People are still walking into spirituality holding the garment of religion. And it is because of what people will say. How would my mother react? How would my father react? What will people say? They tend to disguise their spirituality in religion. That's why you see somebody that has a call, the next minute the person is thinking is, can't I practice this my calling in the church way? What exactly is the church way? It's something I always ask you people. The church way is the same deceit, the same hypocrisy that was used to enslave the African child. And you are chosen to save souls, to liberate the African child, to make them clear, see clarity, understand their purpose and their path. And the next thing, because of what people say, you still go in the same disguise of religion that was used to trap the African child to want to use to save them. I always say this. If everybody begins to hold on to their spirituality the way it is, Nigeria and Africa will be a better place. Will be a better place. I'm telling you. A lot of people, there is nothing like see, let me tell you something. I am an Urhobo lady. And the way we practice our spirituality, because before I even started my call, at the early stage when I've answered my calling, I always had dreams. And in these dreams, I will see myself in a place like a hall, right? Like a church hall. People are wearing white. I see it. The altar is decorated with flowers and all. I always had this dream constantly. What we the Urhobos call Ogwa shrine. You know, when we want to build our shrine, we build it like a hall where people come, they sit down, they are wearing white. That's the way we in Urhobo. That's how we practice our spirituality, especially the water priests or water priestess. We always have a temple where water children gather and we venerate. So they were always showing me this particular scene. And because I was always seeing this thing, I would tell my husband, I said, I don't know why I'm seeing this thing. I explained to certain people and they told me that I'm supposed to have a church, a ministry. But do you know what I got to understand? It is not actually a ministry my spirit guides were showing me. They were showing me I was supposed to have a temple. There is what you call a temple. For what? Water children, spiritual people. You come, you dance, you venerate, you connect with your spirit guide, you get instruction. That is what people are supposed to have, not churches. Not churches. People are supposed to have spiritual temple in Africa, where people go and what? They understand that water spirit is not demonic. Spirit from their ancestry is not demonic. Spirit from their mother's land is not demonic. Their deities from their father's side are not idols. But these days, a lot of people that are called because of what? Religion. They go with the religious mindset and they open churches and they what? Start saying in Jesus' name. What exactly is in Jesus' name that you are saying? What is in Jesus' name that you are saying? Jesus was just a chosen one like you that is what? Called. Jesus is a chosen one like you that is what? Urupeame. Jesus is a chosen one like you that is what? Akajugo. Jesus is a chosen one like you that is like this. So there is nobody that is coming to save you. You are the one that was sent here to save certain people. Now you open the ministry in the name of religion and you begin to call that name Jesus and forget that what? Your water people chose you to liberate water children that were sent to earth that are going astray. Now these water children begin to connect to you and you what? You put them in bondage. That's what religion can do to a lot of spiritual people. Religion can make you to be in one place. There are people that are called in this spiritual journey. There are people that are called for different purposes. There are people that are called to give you clarity to your spiritual path. They are good teachers. Number one of such person is what? Selma. Share that's his name. Joshua Selma. He's a good teacher. He will give you clarity to spirituality. There are people that are called as healers. They are chosen ones. There are people that are called for what? Fertility. There are people that are called for what? For children, for bones, broken bones, accidents. There are some people that are called for what? Herbs and roots, healing, sickness. Yes, people are like that. There is no one soul that is sent to what? Come and do fertility, come and do teaching, come and do healing. There is nobody like that. There is nobody that carries all the assignment on his or her head. There is nobody like that. But religion makes you to what? See people and want to make them to express everything, give you everything. That's what religion does. Religion makes you feel like it is a one shoe fits all. No. No. Religion will make you to call your mother a witch instead of you to realize your mother is a queen that has refused to sit on her throne. Religion will make you to see your father's house as a coven, a place that will hinder your destiny. That's what religion can do. Religion can make you to be single. I remember when I used to go to a particular church, this pastor, when I came and the pastor gave me a meeting and a message and said that God said I am a queen and I should keep myself for the king. Who is the king? The pastor. The pastor is the king. So that time, even when men were coming to me as at that time, approaching me, I like you, I would tell them, no, my pastor said I shouldn't be in a relationship. Religion can make you as a single woman to what? Lose the part of your breakthrough that you are supposed to achieve. Religion can make you to lose focus and hate your future helper of destiny. Religion can make you do that. Religion can make you to what? Be in upside, as in the diverse relationship with your siblings and your neighbors. Because you go and meet a religious person, the person will tell you that the person what is doing you is your neighbor. Your neighbor is a witch. Just because your neighbor is not a Christian. Just because your neighbor does not practice the religious faith that you practice. they will tag the neighbor or your siblings as the person that is doing you. Religion has scattered a lot of people. Religion has made people to lose their life. Somebody is going to the hospital and needs blood transfusion. They are telling the person that in my church we don't take blood. In my church we don't do transfusion. Religion can make somebody to lose his or her life. Religion can make you to lose your child. You are pregnant, you go to the hospital, they want to carry out an operation for you to save your life and that of your child. You will tell them that God said you will deliver like the Hebrew women. You will tell the doctor you are not going to go through that operation because you are a Christian. And you will hold your Bible and gum the sticker of your church on your forehead. Some of you even go as far as gumming the sticker of your pastor on your tummy because you are pregnant. Religion makes you to lose yourself as a beautiful person. I see people that are very beautiful and sweet. Instead of them to dress well and look good, religion has made them to wrap their head, cover all their body. Some of them don't even use roll-on again. They don't use body spray. They don't use fragrance because they call it a sin. It's from the marine world. They cannot buy clothes that will make them look young, buy skincare product that will make them look good. They cannot. They will say it's what? It is a sin. You see a young girl of 30 already looking like an old woman of 60. They lose their self. You see them, they cannot interact. They cannot mix up because of religion. Religion makes them to stay in one place, depressed. Most of the most depressed people are religious people. That is the truth. Because they cannot express their self. They cannot. You are in a relationship, you cannot express yourself because of your religious belief. You cannot wear the things. That's why when I remember when I went back home, when I just got instruction to put cowries on my hair. My mother told me that I cannot be coming to her house with these cowries on my hair because she's a minister in the church. She said I cannot, that if I want to come to her house, I should tie my hair. When you practice spirituality, you will not become that sheep that the Bible says you will be. When you practice spirituality, you become a goat, a native goat. When you practice spirituality, you will no longer settle for less. You will become stubborn even in the spirit and physical. Because there are certain things that your spirit will not tolerate. So even when she said, I should not come into the house if I don't tie my hair, I told her, that means you will not see me again, no. Because you see this hair, it is like this is going to be. If you can come to my house and you are tying your turban and you are not rubbing face powder, you are not rubbing everything, and I relate to you, you will relate with me like that. Because my spirituality makes me to accommodate everybody irrespective of however they dress. But religion would not make them to accommodate everybody. There are people that I will go to purchase something from them in their shop. They refuse to sell for me because of religion. They say they don't want my money to be among their money because they are Christians. That is the kind of mindset religion will give you. Religion will make you to be afraid. Religion puts fear into people. See how bold we spirituality makes you bold. Spirituality will make you stand and address spirits, physicals, humans in authority. But you see, religion makes you afraid. At the slightest thing and noise, you are afraid. You are rushing your olive oil. You are doing this, you are doing that, you are doing that. That's what religion does to a lot of you. That is why religion will make you, at the end of, you go to some people's house, at the entrance, their entrance door, you will see over 10,000 stickers. Do not touch my anointed. The Lord is my shepherd. My pastor is my prayer point. Different because of fear. I am covered by the blood of Jesus. Fear. You see them what? Putting Bible under their children's bed because they are afraid. I don't need to put anything in my child though. Because why? My child's chi is active. The spiritual controls the physical. Go there and try. If you go there and try, you will learn by correction. Our battles, we that are spiritual people, our battles are not fought physically. Sometimes we don't even know when our battles are fought. But religion will make you to be fighting physical battles. Battles that spirits are supposed to fight for you, religion will make you take them upon yourself. Religion makes you to fight battles that spirits are supposed to fight for you. That's what religion does. Religion will make you as a man to stay and be struggling. I'm telling you the honest truth. Religion will make you not to enter that place where your mates are entering. Religion will make you, as a man of 40, there is nothing to show in your life. You are not married, you don't have a child, you don't even have property, you don't have money, there is nothing to your name. Religion will make you like that. But because our forefathers practiced spirituality at 20, 18, 17, most of these men were successful and they were getting married. They were successful. Because why? They practice spirituality. They understand their purpose. Most of our parents are still enjoying the wealth from our grandparents. Even you as a grandchild, you are still enjoying the wealth from your grandfather or your grandmother. Because that person was not a religious person. The person was a spiritual person. They acquired a lot of land. If you have land the way your grandfather have land, do you know how wealthy you will be? But today, there is no land to your name. The only land you have is the land that they shared to you as a grandchild. That's the only land to your name. And some of you, because you are religious, you have even sold that land. So there is even nothing to your name. There is nobody that was born to earth to go through that problem that you are going through. It is religion that is putting you in that box. Religion puts you in a box, in a confined space, where you become what? A slave. Bless you, darling. Religion makes you to be a slave. But spirituality makes you ascend. Makes you what? Ascend. If you are a spiritual person, you will see that your mindset will change. You will no longer see things from the normal concept, the way normal people see things. And when you hear religious people talk, you will be irritated. Because you are now a spiritual person, you have elevated. I'm telling you, if you are a spiritual person, nothing takes you unaware. Before it will happen, you will get the sign. You will get the signal. They will show you. Some of us are normally religious people, but because we were born into a religious home, now we will have dreams. We will go and tell our pastor. Our pastor will interpret the dream too. I remember when I used to have those dreams about water. And they will tell me that what? Marine spirit. Pray against marine spirit. Pray against your spiritual husband. You have spiritual husband. That was one of the biggest mistakes of my life. Binding and casting my spiritual husband. I wish I could still find those ministers to give them slap one by one. Because that was where my problem started from in life. Binding the spirit that was sent to help navigate your journey of life. Revolting against the spirit that was supposed to fasten your journey of life. I remember how I used to bind. At every interval, any deliverance program that Mountain of Fire seemed to be having, I am there because of spiritual husband. And most of these pastors are still what? Experiencing the spiritual husband pattern. But thank God that I broke through. I became what? A spiritual being and not a religious being. So if you are listening to me today and you still have one leg in religion, you go to church and you will still run. They do two-way verification. They carry Christianity for hand. They carry spiritual African spirituality for hand. You are only doing yourself. Spirit knows you and they see you. Spirit know who they for them and who they fool them. That's why you see that some people will do spiritual work. They will get fast results. Some, they will do. Spirit will be observing you first because they know the reason why you came to them is because of money. Not because you genuinely know who you are. Not because you genuinely know who you are. Even some self, now three-way verification they get. That's the truth. One thing I want to tell you, if you want to be a spiritual being, be a spiritual being. There is benefits in it. If you want to go to church and be religious. Stay there. Don't be here. Be here. Be here. Be here. You are only putting yourself in more problem. That's the truth. But if I'm to advise you as a priestess, and somebody that is sent to what? Talk to you. It is better you be a spiritual being than what? A religious being. I have seen people that were born in the Islamic home have spiritual calling. I have seen people born in a church, in a Christian home have spiritual calling. Do you understand? I have seen people. Religion does not mean that you will not be chosen for spiritual what? Assignments. You can be born in the church. You can be born in the mosque, but you are chosen for spiritual assignment. That's the truth. And that's why I find out there are some Muslims I have done consultation for. They have spiritual calling. And they are just suffering in their what? Religious parts. And they seem not to understand what the problem is. That's the truth. So it is time as an African child you wake up. In Africa, we have the way we serve our God. We have it. We are not religious people in Africa. We are not religious people. We are spiritual people. So if you are now an African child and you are going to do religion, you are the one what? Going against your destiny. And anybody that is going against his destiny suffers. That's why you see a lot of African children are suffering. Because they are going against their destiny. If you become a spiritual being, you will understand your purpose. You will not come to meet me, Oma, and be asking me, Oma, am I a water child? You will know. That's the truth. Because why? We are all spiritual beings. You will not need a spiritualist to tell you what to do when you are a spiritual being. When it is time for a spiritualist to set in for you, your spirit will direct you. Go and meet this person. This person is going to do a certain assignment in your life. That's how it works. If you are a spiritual being, they will not dupe you with spiritual things. It is when you are a religious person that you will be falling in the prey of what? Bad spiritual people. Because if you are a spiritual being, if you are practicing real spirituality, before you do any spiritual work, you will see it. Something that I've observed that happens a lot. Most times, before we do spiritual work physically, it has already happened, taking place spiritually. Sometimes some people I want to do certain spiritual works for that have paid, you will see that they've already dreamt of how the work is being done, how it was done spiritually. And they will chat me, "Oma, have you done my work? This was the dream I had." That's to tell you that whatever happens physically has already manifested spiritually. You that were taken to the water, as a matter of fact, in the spiritual realm, that water work has already been done. It is just the physical manifestation that we are concluding. There is nothing that happens physically without happening spiritually. That's why you find out that before somebody buys, that person has already bought spiritually before the person will buy physically. When we do a consultation, we are telling you that you don't have life. You might be laughing at us because why? You are healthy, you are fine. But let me tell you, when they tell you don't have life spiritually, it means that in the spiritual realm, you are already dead. It is just a short while it will manifest physically. If they tell you, I remember then there was a lady I was doing consultation for before I did her water work. I told her, I said, "I see a child, you are pregnant. I see a child, be very, very careful." She laughed at me. She said, "I mean, I don't even have serious relationship. Mama, I beg. There's no pregnancy coming anytime soon." And after I did that work, it wasn't up to two weeks. She chatted me, "Mom, I'm pregnant." Anything a spiritualist tells you, it might not have happened physically. It is taking place spiritually. Because why? We see the spiritual first. We see it. Some people that are abroad, have done consultation for them. I will tell them, "See, you are coming back to Nigeria. They will deport you. They will bring you back." Some of them even hold grudges. They will stop talking to me. When I'm doing this consultation for them, they will be saying, "God forbid, it's not my portion." Instead of you to be doing "God forbid, it's not my portion," try to start doing something for it not to manifest physically. Because for me to be telling you, it means that it is already happening. They are already concluding it spiritually. A lot of people I told in January then that they will deport you. They are in Nigeria with me now. Some of them reached out to me and said, "Oma, you are a witch." Yes. Because I can see that thing you cannot see. That is why I am a chosen one. That is why I am a messenger of the Spirit. To tell you, to prepare you. But some of you, when these messages are passed, the thing you do is say, "God forbid," because of your religious mindset. God forbid. God forbid does not change it though. When you do that "God forbid" and you do nothing about it, it will manifest. That is how it is. They tell you that your child is going to buy. You are doing "God forbid, it's not my portion." After that message, you did not do anything. Then when the child starts buying, having issues and buy, you will write me and say, "My child buy." You were warned. So messages, before anything happens physically, it takes place spiritually. It takes place. Thank you. After your "God forbid," you go face some. There are a lot of them like that. There are some that even blocked me. Because I gave them messages, they will say I'm a carrier of bad news. It's not me. I am telling you what it is. I am telling you what I see that you have not seen, so that you will do something about it. That's the essence. Okay? So please, as an African child, the best thing you can do to yourself in 2026 that we are entering in some few weeks from now is drop that your religious mindset. Good evening, darling. Drop that your religious mindset. Pick up spirituality. I'm telling you the truth. Pick up spirituality as an African child. Do yourself and your what? Unborn children this good. If our parents picked up spirituality, most of us, our lives will not be like this. Most of our parents were religious beings and they are what? Suffering it today. Most of us now, they care for our parents. Now if we don't send them, they cannot feed because of what religion has done to them. Don't be that parent that will be hindering your child, your unborn children, because you chose religion over spirituality. You will be depending on your children to eat. That's how most of our parents are today, because they chose religion. Where they are supposed to be in life, they could not attain it because of religion. Religion keeps you in a box. Religion keeps you in a box. Majority of us, even we that are practicing spirituality, the weight of load our parents, our religious parents and religious siblings put on our head is pressing us down. You that seem to be the spiritual one, seem to be the only light in the family. Every other person in the family that is a religious being is what? A load, a baggage to you that is practicing spirituality. They are holding on to so much religion, so much, but there is no evidence to their life. You that happen to just go back to spirituality in less than 6 months or a year, you are carrying burden of everybody that is a religious person in your lineage. Don't be that parents that when you now give birth to children, you now become a burden to them because you chose religion over spirituality. That's what a lot of us are going through as African children. If you don't send money back home, they cannot eat. If you don't send money for medication, they cannot do anything. House rent is you, clothing is you, everything is you. Because you are practicing spirituality, there is light in your path. So that place where there is light, all of them. And the funniest thing about this set of people is that, no, even though they are practicing religion, they cannot see that they are in a cage. They cannot see that you are different. You are different from them. You are not suffering like them. I'm telling you, don't make the mistake of what our parents made. Let me tell you, people, there are some of us, our parents have houses today. They experience wealth. Some of us, our parents experienced wealth before they fell back to poverty as it is now, struggles. Why? Because as at that time when they were experiencing wealth, they were spiritual people. They did not throw the ways of their ancestors away. But majority of them, immediately according to them, I gave my life to Christ. Immediately they gave their life to Christ, they lost everything that they once had and fell back to struggles. Now it is the children that are suffering it. It is the children that are working so hard to sustain the home. How many can we do? How many can we do? There are some of us that are abroad. Because you are practicing spirituality, there is a bit of light. You are training all your siblings. All your siblings, you are training them. Your parents, you are the one paying their rent. Your mother, you are the one paying her. Every day she's sick because she refused to practice spirituality. From one joint pain to one thing, she's always sick. You always buy medication for that person. Let us not be like our parents. Let us reject to follow the same line our parents followed. Because most of us are not proud of the kind of life that our parents are living. If we come out today the way we are successful, we cannot associate with our parents, because the funniest thing is you cannot force anybody to come into light. You cannot. Spirituality is a personal thing. You might be experiencing light and your mother and your father will refuse. We bluntly refuse. You cannot help them. You cannot force them. You will only do the little you can, which is assist financially. Let us not go through that line and put a lot of burden on our children. Let us not go through that line. That's the truth. You have seen your mother being a religious woman for the past 50 years. Some of them 45 years they've been going to church. Over 30 years they've been going to church. What is the evidence? What can you show? What can you show? When my grandmother was alive, my grandmother was a water priestess. My mother had the biggest shop. My mother had the biggest tailoring shop ever. She had the section for males. She had the section for females. She used to bring Senegal boys. She had boys' quarter where they stay. My mother was a rich woman. My mother was that woman that will wear gold and do those Eukarya and Nobi kind of hair, high hair. She will wear Ankara ironed, very fine, looking like an elegant rich woman. The very first person I saw wearing gold that her name was written, they will use the gold to write her name, was my mother. My mother loved fashion. My mother loved style. My grandmother died. And there was nobody to pick up the spirituality again. My mother lost her shop. She lost her cars. She lost everything. She lost everything. Now my mother practically sleeps in the church. You call her today, Mommy, Alpha, where are you? I'm in the church. In the afternoon, Mommy, where are you? We get program. In the evening, we get crusade now. She's now living in the church. The mother I used to know that was very vibrant and very good, very agile. Now, my mother goes to MFM. My mother wraps her hair. My mother prays. Even more than me. Sometimes I look at her and I shed tears because this is not the mother I know. Why? Because of religion. Don't be like that person. Don't follow that track of your parents, because most of our parents were blinded. But we as the children, our eyes and our sight are very alert. We are the questionable generation. We are that generation that they will tell you, sit here. We will ask you, why should we sit here? But the generation of our parents, they will say, sit here. They will sit down there and they will meet you there. But this generation, you tell us to sit there, we will ask you, give us 10 reasons why we should sit here. We are that generation that asks questions. Right? Don't go through that line. Don't hold on to religion. Religion will make you lose your years. And when you finally wake up, your body is too weak to achieve that thing that spirituality would have given you for long. Sometimes I look at myself now and with the kind of growth I am experiencing, I ask myself, how did I not practice this spirituality when I was still young? If I had answered this my call way before now, by now I should have known where I would have been in my life. Then somebody like you are hearing this message. You are hearing deep down in you, you know that you are struggling. You will go to church, you will pray, you will fast, you will do everything. There is the biggest mistake, the biggest thing you can do to yourself is lie to yourself. The day I stop lying to myself and know, say, there's somebody that is called to save me, the day I stopped lying to myself, I started seeing growth and light. The day I told myself that enough of this, the same thing, the same prayer request I will write in 2016, I will carry it to 2017, I will carry it to 2018. If at all anything removed from the prayer request of 10, maybe it's one. Maybe it's one. You see ladies are in church writing prayer requests of marriage when normally they were just supposed to do water ritual, settle their spiritual husband, and they will get married. But they are in Shiloh is coming again. You will carry the names of all the men that are toasting you to Shiloh. Your spiritual husband will stand and be laughing at you. When you go and fool yourself in Shiloh, you will come back and you will go through 2026 still single. When you were supposed to just what? Appease, align with your spiritual husband. And they will give you the man that will treat you like the human being that you are. You will go to Shiloh. Hey God. Please, African children, let us stop being religious. Let us stop caring about what my mother will feel. Let us stop caring what my sisters will feel. If I cared about what my relations and my mother, my father will feel, where I am today, I won't be there. What I have achieved today, I won't have achieved it. If you want to grow as an African child, in terms of spirituality, you must be rebellious. There is no African child that just sits down and follows the decisions of the parents and succeed in a lie. They must fight you. How well can you stand that fight? If I did not stand my ground and say, if I perish, I perish, where I am today, hey, I will still not be there. I will still be looking for people, scrolling through my contract, looking for who will send me 10K, 5K. Who will borrow me money? Let us change. Let us change this religious mindset. Let us pick up our spiritual beings, our spiritual self, and run with it as we are going through 2026. Please, if you have questions, if you want to ask me, you want to say something, please kindly send a request. And please, don't send a request up and come and ask me, how are you doing? I am, as you can see, I am fine. I'm even finer than you. Don't come and tell me your dream. I don't entertain dream. Don't come and ask me you want to know who you are. I don't do that here. I teach, I take questions, and I give directions. So please, if you know that you don't have a reasonable question, don't even come up. Please, remain on the comment section and enjoy the comments while the life is going on. Thank you so much. My moderators, please kindly bring those people that are requesting up. Please kindly accept their request to come up. If you have a question, spiritual question that you want to ask me, please send a request. I'll be glad to help. I'll be glad to direct. Okay, Black is beautiful.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. Please, can we have your question?
Okay, talking about spiritual wife or spiritual husband, how does one successfully detach him or herself from hate? Like, aside the religious way, do you get? Aside the religious part of going to church to do deliverance, prayer, fasting, and praying, and most times most people do that and the spiritual spouse still comes back, you understand, after some time, you understand, tormenting them in one way or the other. So, which way is has been noted that is successfully 100% to detach from such?
Okay, thank you very much for your question. Now, when it comes to spiritual spouse, I'm going to be very honest with you. You cannot detach yourself from spiritual spouse. It will never work because your spiritual spouse is number one, is one of the major spirits in your physical earthly journey. Its spiritual spouse was one of the people that released you to come to earth. So you cannot separate from them. As a matter of fact, what you do is appease them. Do you understand? Now, it is
Yes.
not everybody that is called to do that assignment. And number one, it is not everybody's spiritual spouse that is in the water. The problem most people have is that once they talk of spiritual spouse, they are going to the water. And some people can have multiple spiritual spouse. So even when you do water and you settle your water, you still have other ones that you are attached to. And when they come, you will think that the work they did for you in the water did not go, not knowing that you have multiple spiritual husbands. Somebody like me,
Mhm.
I have 3 spiritual husbands, and I still have a earthly husband. Normally, some people have one, they cannot even marry. But me, I have 3, and I am married. Do you understand why? Because I understand the concept of spiritual spouse, what they want, how to attend to them, and how to make them bless you instead of punish you. So if you meet anybody that is telling you that you need to separate from the spiritual spouse, sweetheart, that person is lying to you. What you need to do is appease, align, and recognize your spiritual spouse. They will allow you marry. If you did not take an oath when coming to this life that you will not get married, you will marry. But if you took an oath that you will not get married when you come to this life, even if your spiritual spouse is not disturbing you, that oath will make you not to marry. Do you understand me?
Yeah. Okay. There was a scenario that happened to me sometimes back. My previous, will I say my ex, my baby daddy. So when he came, he approached me and did introduction and everything.
Okay.
Then I was doing prayers, series of prayers and all, series of deliverance in church. I had programs. So I noticed after that program, one certain night I had a dream that I went into a house and I was having an argument with a man. In that face, I can't recognize him till today. Then the next thing, I packed my things out of his house and he was begging me in that dream. Do you get? And I told him that I don't ever want to see him again. And I moved my things. I carried my luggages out of his house and I woke up. So I don't know if that was a spiritual spouse that I moved out of his house. Probably because I was about settling down with someone
Yes,
else
because you went to
earthly.
do deliverance.
Yes.
You went
So
to
I'd
do
moved my things
deliverance, and
out.
maybe they have been binding him. So yes, and that was where your
Then
problem started from, because
started.
your
Thank
spiritual
you.
spouse we what scatter that marriage.
Uh-huh. The marriage didn't later take place. I was together with the guy for five
See
years.
what I'm
We have
saying?
two we have 2 kids together, and suddenly it didn't take place. So, and after then, so I'm just
It
getting
didn't
to
take
know
place
now you
because
can
why?
have more than
You have
one.
abandoned your spiritual spouse.
You see, now you said someone
Yes,
can have more than one, multiple spiritual spouse. It's not far fetched. It's not a lie because most times
yes,
I used to have a dream that, someone, I'm not seeing this person's face, is trying to like romance. Do you get, kind of romance? And I'm not agreeing to it. But
yes.
I just noticed that before, as in I see it live, like we're making out. But since after that separation, I don't see it that we are making out. I'll just feel it that someone is just like now when you're feeling honey, when someone is feeling honey and
Yeah.
you just like be moving your
Yes.
body. You just moving your body, but you're not seeing the person.
Yes.
So I used to have
The
that
person.
experience. After that, I had it like twice. I was like, I thought I've separated from myself from this spiritual spouse. Why am I having this? Although I'm not seeing the spiritual man again, but the feelings sometimes once in a while,
Mm.
like you just be feeling on it kind of in your sleep, as if the movement now, as if you're making out.
I
Meanwhile, there's
understand what you're
nobody there.
saying.
So I don't know if he's the
I
one still
understand what
coming
you're
to
saying.
steal
Yes.
to steal
Yes.
sex again. I don't know. I don't know because I'm not seeing his face. I'm not seeing the
Of
spiritual
course.
spouse anymore.
Yes. Yes. Now let me tell you, there's spiritual spouse that is in water, there's spiritual spouse that is on land, there's spiritual spouse that is air, there's spiritual spouse that is fire. There are sometimes some spiritual spouse will come as a giant, some will come as a dwarf. And this spiritual spouse, sometimes the water spouse, when they want to come, they come in the faces of celebrities. That's why a lot of you can attest that in your dream you have seen Davido or you have seen one celebrity man coming to you, and two of you
Because
will be
that's the only way
doing
you will accept
romance
him.
as if people are gisting,
Mm.
laughing. Because what? Sorry?
I said because that's the only way you will accept him.
So water spouse most times come with the faces. Yes, you see it, Rick Ross buying me shoes. Water spouse will come with the faces of celebrities. But spiritual spouse, the ones that come from deities from the land, they come as giants, they come as dwarf
Mm.
most times. Right? And you cannot separate from them. What you do is what acknowledge, do the right ritual, and you are good. And after doing such ritual, the spiritual spouse will not allow the man that will give you headache, waste your time, give you heartbreak to come close to you.
Hmm.
Any man that is coming to you, they will make sure that it is the right man that is coming to you. So all those unnecessary relationship, broken relationship, heartbreak,
Mm.
once you are good with your spiritual spouse, you will not experience those.
So how
Do you
does one
understand?
successfully separate from spiritual spouse? And another
You
person said
cannot
that spiritual
separate.
spouse
I just
is
said
a
you cannot
guiding angel.
separate.
Appease,
Your
sorry.
spiritual
How does
spouse
one
is in
appease them?
charge. Your spiritual spouse is in charge of your finances. So
Yeah.
if you remove your spiritual spouse, you are going to suffer financially, relationship wise,
Mm.
you are going to suffer.
Mm. Now, wow, it is
So
well.
that's it.
Okay. So it's just appeasing that we need. We don't need to separate from them.
You don't separate, you appease, you align with your spiritual spouse.
If you have pursued them, uncle, if you have pursued the
You will
spiritual
go and
husband, you will, uncle.
reconcile. You will go and reconcile and bring them back, settle with them.
Hey, okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Biminori.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hi. I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, okay. I wanted to ask if you are called for a gift of healing, how do you go about it?
And first of all, you align with the spirit. Try to know which spirit called you.
How?
Which spirit called you? Where your call is coming from? Is it your father's side? Is it your mother's side? You, excuse me. Then you align with the spirit that calls you, the spirit that wants to work with you for that healing. That's when you align with them and you begin to do that work. Because why? You are just a vessel. You are not the one doing the work. Spirit chose you to manifest through you. Do you understand?
Okay. Yeah.
So you have to do the rituals so that they will be able to manifest through you. But if you don't do it, you will only be seeing that you are called to heal, but you don't know how to do it. You don't know how to go about it because you have not given the spirit the permission to manifest through you.
Okay. So how do I go about it?
You start with your consultation to know which spirit is calling you, where your call is coming from. So you do a
Okay.
consultation and find out those things. And from
Oh,
there, you will know how to be directed.
okay. Okay.
So if you want to do a consultation, you can actually send me a message. Here on TikTok, I'll be able to run a consultation for you and guide you through it. Okay?
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Olori Ame,
Okay, good evening.
good evening.
Okay, is even based on what you just said now about having a call from mother and father's side, and so because it's actually getting me confused since the information of like someone can get a call from another side apart from the mom's and dad's side. So the thing they scatter my brain also. I don't know if you could throw more light on that one.
Please, nobody can get call from outside your father and your mother's side. Your call comes from your lineage. You cannot get call that is not connected to you. You can only get
But it can.
spirits that want to work with you from somewhere else. Doesn't mean
Oh,
they are calling you.
what about
A
spiritual
spirit
life?
can. That's what I'm saying. You cannot get a spiritual. Your spiritual life can come from either where you were born or your father's village.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Do you
And
understand?
second, yeah. So it's just the spiritual life that can come from anywhere, but
Yes, your
not
spiritual
like.
life can come from a deity in your father's place or where you were born or in your mother's place. Your spiritual spouse can come like that. But when it comes to
Oh,
assignment, calling, it can come. It
oh,
must come from your lineage.
okay. So even if it's water spirit, so it must come from the
Yes,
river in your parents' side. Oh, now I get
yes, it's
it.
either from your father's side or your mother's side.
Okay. I understand now. So and this next question is when when it comes to calling. And so,
Mhm.
because I hear some people talk that once they accept one calling, then other spirits starts coming to come and
Yes,
demand like other deities. And so
yes.
I don't know why is it like that?
Now let me tell you, when you are called, you are as when you are a chosen one, you are assigned to do that assignment with many spirits, not just one.
Okay.
Now there are levels to it. Just the way you are in GSS1, you can only
Yeah.
access the mass work of GSS1. When you want to write exam,
Okay.
they will not give you GSS3 question paper. So when
Mm-hmm.
you grow, when you are promoted from level 1, you go to level 2. Level 2 spirit will open up because that
Okay.
is the level of the spirit you are going to use. They will add to your spirit. You have grown spiritually. As you grow, the spirits that are assigned to you begin to work. Because if you start your call from the beginning, there are certain spirits that are in level 10. If they manifest in level 1, you cannot handle it.
Oh, okay.
That's why
I
they
see.
begin to open up like onions gradually. So
Oh.
when you are called, when you start your calling, you don't work with all the spirits you are called with at once. It's a lie.
Because I've seen some well-known, like grounded spiritualists that they've already started their call, and all of a sudden they'll be like 5 years later, another spirit called them again
Yes.
from one.
Just like me.
I was like,
I am as I
oh,
am like this, as grown as I am, started my call.
mm,
I still have some spirits that are calling me as we are speaking that I need to attend
wow,
to. Yes.
wow.
And there are some that will still come in the future that I don't even know yet.
So is it a must that you must have an altar for all of them, or you just need to just
Cannot
go
have an
and
altar
visit
for
them?
every spirit. No, you can't
Okay, you
handle
can
it.
just acknowledge
There are
them.
spirits that are supposed to be in the bush. What you just do is
Okay,
venerate them. It's not all spirits that are following you to work you bring inside your house. You will run mad now.
okay, okay. Thanks for that clarification. I just
You're
wanted to know.
welcome. You're welcome.
All
Ito Poch. Sorry if I murdered your name. Ito Poch.
Ito Poch, yes. Good evening, Oma.
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm fine, very well, thank you. Thank you for your teaching. I so much enjoy your teachings on this platform.
Thank you
I've
so much,
learned a
ma.
whole lot from your teaching. I
Thank you.
appreciate you. Okay,
Oh,
so
My question is, why is it that most times these spiritual husbands, maybe before appeasement, maybe what I'm trying to say is when you have not appeased them, they tend to give you some things. Example, maybe you are looking for job, or you just pray over a particular thing, like getting financial freedom. They tend to do it for you, but they will cease doing one particular thing. For example, maybe settling down, getting why is it like that?
Okay, good question. One thing that you people don't know is, let me give you a very practical answer.
Okay.
Itoposh, you happen to have a husband that both of you live here in Nigeria, right? Now,
Okay.
your husband tells you that, my love, my darling sweetheart, my queen, I am going to the United Kingdom. I got a job offer there. I want to go there and work. I'll be sending money back home. I'll be acknowledging you. I'll be calling you to check on you while I go. Immediately you agreed though, your husband now went to UK. As he reached UK, he suddenly forgets you. Come say he want to marry one white woman. Is that white woman he wants to be? So you that used to send money from Nigeria to him before, when he's there, because he has not settled down fully, he now expects you to still be sending money that he wants to be with that white woman with. You go send.
No, I won't. I will not send.
You, you have answered your question. You see why your spiritual spouse will make every provision, but when you want to marry, he will say no. Because why?
No.
You have not, you want to start cheating on him.
Okay.
Do you
Okay.
understand?
Yes.
You want to start cheating on him without an
Yes.
agreement. That's
Okay.
why a lot of women, you will find out that you are doing well, your business is going well as a single girl. The moment you
Yes.
enter a relationship when you don't carry the man for head, your
Everything will
relationship will begin to
crumble.
crumble. Your
Yes.
business will begin to, yes,
Exactly.
because the spiritual spouse will provide, because you are keeping the covenant that you left with.
Hmm.
But the moment you start cheating with a bare mortal, a man, he will come for you. The one that is very angry will come for you, will come for the man.
For the man, exactly. Some will even come for
Remember,
the man.
the spiritual controls, yes, the spiritual controls the physical, so he has upper hand more than you.
Yes. Yes,
So,
that's answered
question
my
answered.
question. Thank you. So my second question is just like this lady that you brought up before, black is beautiful. She said something like the
Okay.
spiritual husband coming to make out with her once in a while. It's also happened to a lot of us. Example, why is it like that? Once in
Yes,
a while, not every time.
because
And
it
okay,
does, those kind of spiritual husbands are not the ones in the water. Water husbands don't sleep with people. They will never molest you in the dream. But you see,
okay,
when I say people have multiple spiritual husbands, it is very possible that you are a wife to a deity in your village. Your
okay,
spiritual spouse might be a deity in your village. And most of those times, those deities are the ones that molest people. Because why? They want you to come and do the needful.
okay.
But most of the time, people don't know. They will be still be going to water, be doing a spiritual spa, spiritual spa. Sometimes, maybe you even finish that ritual and go home. That day, that deity will come and sleep with you that night,
Okay.
because that is not the place that you are supposed to go. Priestesses cannot do it. It's only the custodian of the deity that can settle such spiritual spouse. So you must go home.
Okay, so in this my situation now, most times a lot of people I've met usually tell me I need to appease my spirit, or I need to do my water settlement.
You have a call.
Okay. Yes, you actually told me before. You've told me that before because I did a consultation with you and you actually told me that. So no problem. I'll chat you up tomorrow on how to proceed with the settlement. Thank you,
No
Oma
problem.
Water.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate. Yeah.
You're welcome. Bellas.
Good evening.
Good evening, Bella Sports. How you doing?
Hi. I'm very well, thank you.
Please, can we have your
Okay,
question?
yeah, my question is very, very brief. Okay,
Okay.
I wanted to ask, um, is there what's the okay? I usually hear people say there is chi and there is onyowa.
Yes.
Please, what's the as in when you want to feed your chi, can you as in just please explain to me, is it possible to feed your chi and onyowa at the same time?
Yes, you feed your chi and your oyo at the same time. In as much as they are represented differently, they still work hand in hand together spiritually. Let
Okay.
me explain. Your chi oyo is you in your previous life.
Okay.
Your chi is a spirit. That is why when you are feeding that chi, after unaliving the animal to feed the spirit, you see that they are cooking the food that people will eat, which is you are eating, you are feeding your chi oyo and others are eating with you.
Okay.
Do you understand? Your chi
Yeah.
and your chi oyuwa, they go hand in hand. They work together. In as much as they are separate, chi has never been human before. Chi is a spirit that works with your oyuwa, which is your previous, you are your oyuwa, just the you in your previous life. So if you are reincarnating your great grandmother is your oyuwa.
Okay.
Do you understand? So
Yes, I
when
do.
feeding, they feed together, they don't feed separate. They work hand in
Okay.
hand, they go hand in hand.
Okay, so sorry. Another question, please. I usually hear people say when you do consultation to know your onyowa, that it's you're just trying to like waste money because nobody can actually tell you who your onyowa is.
Nobody can tell you who your chi is, not who your oyuwa. People can tell you, consultation can tell you who your oyuwa is, but when you are looking for to know who your chi is, that is where it is coming from, because chi is spirit. You want to know who spirit is there. You can know who your oyuwa is. Like me, I know I am reincarnating my great grandmother. That's my oyuwa.
Okay.
But me coming to see, I want to know my chi. Which spirit? Your chi is a collection of spirits that is following you. How do you want to know it? You want to know spirit. Don't you understand?
Yeah.
So it's a waste of time when you say you want to go and know your chi. What you need to know is your chi oyuwa, who you were in your previous life.
Okay. Okay. So this is my question. Don't the menu. Please, when you want to bring your chi home, like say you want to bring your chi home like to you, you how like is there any I don't know, is this a personal consultation or is it as in I don't know how to go about bringing my chi
You
to
would
my
need
house.
a dibia.
Okay.
That's why they are chosen ones to do such works for you. They have spirit chose certain people to do that when you want to call your chi down. Maybe you want to call your chi into an okbesi to be living with you, like the representation of your chi inside your house. You need a dibia that will do that for you. You cannot do it by yourself. A
Okay.
dibia that has ofo ezumezu to do that for you.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
That's it basically. So please, I would message you because I want to know my chionyowa. Because
No
whenever I
problem.
want to feed, because the last time I did the feeding, yeah, I did consultation and they told me, the man told me who my chi onyowa is, or as in who I did. But then again, when I wanted to feed my chi and my chi onyowa, when the priestess asked me of the name and I told her, but somehow, because I usually hear people say they went on to feed another person's chionyowa. because
That's
we are
why.
telling them different.
See, let me tell you something. You see those things of mentioning name, because your chi or you are the person might know it, but the name you are calling might not be the name she answered in the previous life. Do you understand? So when you
Yeah.
want to feed, you don't mention name. You use Mbeke, the 4 market days to represent the chi or you are. So if
Okay.
they are, if it's any of them, they will come for it. But when you mention name, there's a restriction.
Yeah. Because immediately she wanted to mention name, the thing just touched me. I just told her, don't mention, please don't mention name. Just say, so my. I just thought that she now said, okay, she now called my name and said, okay, Chionyowa, then my name come forth. Yeah, so
Yes.
that was how we. Because I wanted to
Yes.
know if without by stopping her, I was like I was on the right track.
Yes. It's fine.
Okay, please, I will message you for consultation.
No problem. No problem.
Definitely, please. Because
Okay.
you know, the last consultation you did for me, you told me I had a call. You understand? And you said a lot of things. This consultation was done January this year. And everything you told me in that consultation has manifested. Every single thing you said manifested. At this point, I'm even scared of you. So I would
Ah!
So I will definitely come back again to like do another, because everything you said from the beginning, every time everything is happening, your voice keeps ringing in my head. I was like, Oma Water told me this thing January this year. And every single thing is just
But when
like
I
it's
told you
happened.
that January, it had not happened.
It has not happened. It has not happened. And you told me that this, if you don't do this thing, this is the things you're going to encounter. And I've virtually encountered, as at this point, I'm even scared not to even encounter more. So please, I would come and book a course so that I will know how we are going to start this journey, because I've seen 99. I beg, I don't want to see 100.
Sorry. They pre-warned you. They used me to warn you, but you did not hear.
Honestly, I keep telling my sister that Oma told me this thing. I'm like, okay, when I'm ready. But there's no time to be ever. I don't think there's a time that one can be that ready. It's just to just find a way to just start.
Yes.
Thank you
Okay,
very
darling.
much.
I'll be expecting
Thank
your
you.
message, okay?
Definitely, I will.
User 13, user 13 96. User 1396, your name is not showing, but at least you know I'm talking to you. Please, can I have your question? Okay, since user 1396 is not available, the Queen.
Yes, please. Good evening.
Good evening. Please, can I have your question?
Yeah, yeah. You done a consultation for me last 3 months. I
Okay.
want to know, will your spiritual husband actually tell you to be doing makeup in a dream? I had a dream, a man telling me that he wants me to be doing with makeup. I should plait my hair. I should make my hair rasta.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it's like he always comes to order me. You know, when I use bathroom, I normally use tissue, but he said, no, I should be using water. And I said,
Water.
is that my spiritual husband that is, who is this man that always wants to tell me what to
Is
do?
your spiritual husband, or you are reincarnating a man? You could be reincarnating a man, and is your chi oyuwa that is instructing you,
Okay.
or is your spiritual husband? Either of them.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, let me explain to you. Just like we women that are married physically here on
Yeah.
earth, there are some of us that marry men that are very particular about our looks. There are
Yes.
certain clothes you want to wear and go out. The man will say, come, madam, where are you going to? Go inside, go and change that cloth. That's how it is spiritually too. Some
Okay.
spiritual husband wants you to represent the kingdom you are coming from. Look good, smell nice, because you are representing them here on earth.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's how it is. That's why it's a husband. He will look
And
out for
myself
you.
personally, I don't like doing makeup, but he always
Or your
instructs me
spiritual
I should
husband
start.
likes makeup. You will do, and you will do it light. There are some natural fine makeup that you wear and it doesn't look like you are wearing a makeup.
Okay.
Maybe if you wear those makeup, your helper of destiny will be attracted to you and they will help you. So please, sweetheart, wear makeup. Do it
Okay.
mild. Okay?
He said I should plait. When you did a consultation for me, you said I'm a dada. But he said I should do my hair rasta. I don't know
Rasta
which
is
of the
dada
rasta
now.
is so.
Rasta is dada. Like me now, this is Rasta now.
So.
So
Okay.
that's it, my darling.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So I'm not seeing this pretty Healing Breeze. Healing Breeze. Are you there?
Hello, Miss Norman.
Please, can I have your
Yes,
question?
I'm there. I've been listening. This is my first time.
Oh,
Yeah, this is
you're
my first time.
welcome.
I think some of the questions. No, everything is just. I still don't. I haven't gotten it right, but maybe I'll chat to you to know. Because
Yes,
there's
please
a
do.
lot.
So I will direct you. Okay.
There's a lot I need to know because this whole thing is confusing me.
Just chat me. I'll guide you so that you have clarity.
Okay.
Okay?
How do I get your number? Is it on the bio?
Hard waiting. Okay, once you
How do I get
here on
you?
TikTok, click on message. Send. Okay, see now. I just pinned a placard on my comment section. If you look down, you see it. I'm sure it's appearing on your screen. Just click on it and you send me a message. It will come to me. I'll respond after the live.
All right.
Have you seen it?
Yes, I've seen it. Yes, I've seen
Okay.
it.
I'll
I'm
respond to you
trying.
after the live. Okay,
Thank you
darling.
very much.
Yeah. Hard stone.
Good evening.
This one that the
Yes,
stone is
good
hard.
evening.
So okay, you've done yours already. You sent me a message.
Yes, ma. I just want to
Is that what you mean?
know a lot
Is
of
that what
things.
you meant by I've done that?
Just want to know a lot of things.
And you would book a consultation. That's how you know a lot of things. Okay?
Can you hear me?
I can hear
I
you.
want
Since
to
you want
book
to know a lot of
consultation.
things, you book a
I want to book
consultation. Yes.
It's very
No problem.
because
You send me a message and
I'm confused. I'm very, very confused. I've
you
sent a
send me a
message, ma.
message. Okay, I will respond after the live.
Yes, ma.
Okay, darling.
All right, ma. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to look
Honorable
for it,
James.
please, ma. Thank you, ma.
Good morning, ma'am.
Honorable James.
Yeah, good
Good
morning, ma'am.
morning. Good morning.
Ma'am,
Please, can we have your question?
well, I want to know what my ancestors for me.
I don't do
What
physical, I
I
don't do online consultation. I teach. If you want to know what your ancestors have for you, then you need to book a private consultation to know what your ancestors have for you, okay?
okay.
Okay, so when I start getting these messages like this, wanting to know what my ancestors have, who I am, it means that most of the people that were on this live have asked their question. Now, these people that are coming up now are people that just joined the live. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that has paid attention, shared the live, made a comment or made a suggestion, contributed in one way or the other. Please note that we have a YouTube channel where we actually upload detailed teaching about spirituality. Most of my videos on TikTok are just 2 minutes, 3 minutes. They are just snippets from the main teaching. Please do well to follow our YouTube channel from my bio. When you check on my bio, you are going to see the YouTube link there. Please kindly click on it. It will take you to the YouTube page. I would appreciate it if you click the subscribe button, so that when I post a new teaching, you would see it, you will learn, you will listen, and you can also ask questions there. Please, I would love to read from you on the YouTube channel. When you visit, kindly leave a message on the comment section so I know you visited. I would appreciate it. It keeps me going and know that I am reaching out to souls I was called for. Until then, I want to tell you I love you and your spirit guide loves you most. Good night.